Okay, we are good to go. Start the webinar. Okay, we're good.
Oh, good afternoon. So this is the call to order for the Professional Services Committee meeting for November the 13th. Can we get the roll call, please?
Sylvia Wilson, Emily Kincaid, Dr. Tharp Gilliam,
Present.
Mr. Harry Reedshaw,
Here.
Mr. Darren Kelly.
Here.
Okay, so we have 5 action items on the agenda today. The first is a motion to recommend award of the underground utility locating service contract to T2 Utility and Engineers and authorize the executive director to negotiate a fee. Mrs. Williams.
Madam Chair, it is as straightforward as you just read. This is for underground utility locating services that, for the most part, have previously been accomplished in-house. About a year and a half ago, we went outside to contract these services, and it is time for us to do that again. T2 is the company that has been providing the support. I will ask the Director of Regional Conveyance, Mike, would you speak to it? Mike, would you unmute and then speak to it again?
Sorry. Thank you, Arletta, Madam Chair. This is we receive approximately 3,000 one-call tickets per year. These need cleared or marked according to PA state law. As Arletta stated, we've had pretty good success with T2 over the past couple years in managing the tickets for us. We haven't run into a PUC issue yet with them or PUC violation. So when the staff met, that was taken into consideration, and we are recommending that we proceed with awarding to T2 and proceeding to the fee negotiation stage.
All right, are there any questions? Okay, hearing none, can I get a motion?
Motion to bring forward to the full board with affirmative recommendation.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. The motion carries. The second motion is to recommend approval of a service authorization for Ventus Prime under the agreement for professional services to perform the scope of services for human resource information system needs assessment for an amount not to exceed $75,000. Mrs. Williams.
Madam Chair, you have heard us talk about the need for a human resource information system over the past couple of years. We had made some progress. This will take us further in the development of that system. I will ask the Director of Administration, Julie, would you speak to what I believe it's Veritas will be providing for us? Julie, you're going to unmute as well. I've got unmuting issues flowing among the director pool today.
Yes, thank you, Arletta. Thank you, Madam Chair. As Arletta stated, we are recommending that we send for the board for approval of Veritas Prime to do the needs assessment for HRIS system. On October 30th, we had an evaluation team that vetted. We had 2 companies, and we felt that Veritas Prime far exceeded the other company. So accordingly, we would like to send this along and on its way.
All right, thank you. Are there any questions? Hearing none, can I please get a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I think that's all of us. Motion carries. All right, action item C. Motion to recommend approval of a service authorization for Delve under the agreement for engineering consultant services for an amount not to exceed $849,733.95 to perform the construction management scope of service under Capital Project S474, Contract 1763, access shafts near A40 and M49 Interceptor Junction, and contract number 1464 0-15 slash O16 access shaft and regulator improvements. Mrs. Williams.
Madam Chair, I simply need to amend the name of the company. It is Delve Underground. That's the full company name. And Mike, once again, please explain.
Okay. Thank you, Arletta, Madam Chair. Yeah, this is a fee recommendation for Delve Underground to provide construction management services and resident engineering on 2 contracts in our interceptor system. One of these contracts is for 2 access shafts located at A40, which is near the zoo, and M49, which is on the Cary Furnace site. These shafts are 65 to 70 feet deep, so they're pretty deep. These will be used to conduct cleaning of our interceptor system where there's been debris identified. The other site's down in Emsworth. It's located to the O15 site. As stated, all these projects are improvements to the interceptor systems, reconfigurations, and provide for better access for our crews. The design of these 2 contracts is approximately at 90% currently, and we're expecting biddable documents in the summer of 2024. So we met with Delve on Teams to review their scope of work, a couple changes, and we recommend the award of the fee.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Hearing none, may I have a motion?
Motion to bring forward affirmative recommendation.
In a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Motion passes. Motion D, motion to recommend approval of a service authorization for GHD under the agreement for engineering consulting services for an amount not to exceed $576,419 to perform the scope of service under Capital Project S491 under Sawmill Run and Lower Ohio Interceptor lining. Mrs. Williams.
Madam Chair, we're going to turn this one over to Mike as well. He's having a banner day and remaining faithfully unmuted. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Arletta, Madam Chair. Yeah, this is another fee recommendation for GHD, but this is to conduct final design for the Upper Sawmill Run and Lower Ohio interceptors and a few other miscellaneous locations. This comprises about 3 miles of lining in the interceptor system located predominantly in Castle Shannon, Bethel Park, Stowe Township, and Sharpsburg. We met with GHD twice to refine the scope. And based on those discussions, we were recommending the fee award.
Are there any questions? Okay, hearing none, may I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. We have action item E, motion to recommend a modification of service authorization 380 for Gannett Fleming for work associated with the construction phase services of the miscellaneous tank demolition and replacement project for an amount not to exceed $15,000. Mrs. Williams?
Madam Chair, again, straightforward in keeping with the description, the Director of Engineering and Construction, Kim, if you would.
Sure. Thank you, Arletta. Madam Chair. We came to the board last October for the final design award for Gannett Fleming to put together bid documents for this project. And the project was actually bid and awarded back at the September board meeting. Gannett Fleming was able to go through the design and the bid phase under budget. So they had about $70,000 left on their design and bidding budget. So what we did is we talked to them and we negotiated the cost for services during construction and then deducted the $70,000 that they had remaining in their design and bid budget, which is why the cost that we're asking for approval to be considered is just the $15,000. So it's been a very successful project. We've got a good contractor. We've got a nice plan. And the removal of these tanks is really important to free up space here at the plant for some of the plant expansion projects.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Hearing none, may I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right. The motion passes. So we have completed our action items. Is there any new business?
We have no additional business today.
All right. So with that, can I get a motion for the meeting to be adjourned? Our next meeting will be November 30th.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion is adjourned.
Thank you, committee. We appreciate you. We'll see you on Thursday at the board meeting.
See you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay.